Oh, yeah, it's the sweet, sweet sounds of another episode of Social Distance Drinking Club. This time, it's a socially distant Friendsgiving. Isn't this known as like the day of the year that has the most consumption, or is it the most purchases? I don't know.
It's the time where everyone drinks because most people have tomorrow off. And first off, this is weird. I don't know what I'm doing over in this corner, so I'm just gonna do that. This is more comfortable.
This is my seat. It feels better over here.
Yeah, I don't know what happened, why you weren't over there to start, but I'm glad we could fix that.
Bizarre.
Everyone puts Adam in the corner.
No, it's just not that corner.
Well, thank you guys for joining us. Happy Friendsgiving. Happy Thanksgiving Eve. I think I've seen it called Blackout Wednesday instead of Black Friday. It's got many names, though it feels so different this year. Probably because people hopefully aren't traveling as much as they normally would for the holidays. So you're not dealing with your crazy uncle outside who's got a jar full of money stashed away outside of his RV or any of that kind of stuff.
So, like a lot of people have their Friendsgiving traditions. I know like a group of friends and we have ours, and obviously we're not doing it tonight because of COVID and mostly COVID, so it's disappointing because it's like for everybody, the last 7 months, 8 months have been rough. And for a lot of people, way worse than it has been for, I know, all of us, fortunately. And we hope everyone out there who's struggling with all this is getting through it. But when you start to get to these holidays and the traditions we all have, it's like, oh, man, we got to miss out on that too. And it's the right thing to do. It's the prudent and safe thing to do. But you start to realize wow, okay, that it's going to be different this year.
Everything's different. But the one thing I made sure wasn't different is I always do this every Thanksgiving. I open up a very specific beer. And this time it's extra special because I saved this 2015 Bourbon County for exactly 5 years. And I hope it still tastes damn good. And if it doesn't, I'm going to muscle through it anyway.
You better.
I guess we'll talk to you Friday by the time we finish that.
I'll just do the whole 2015 vertical. It'd be a blast.
I mean, it's not a bad idea. You won't remember much of it, but it's not a bad idea.
How to erase 2020. Begin with vertical of Bourbon County.
Oh, that was a vertical of 120 minute.
That'll erase a lot of years.
By the way, flash forward 5 weeks. How blackout hammered is America going to get on New Year's Eve 2020, turning 2021 to just forget all of the year?
I mean, it's going to be weird without a ball drop in New York City.
But you know what's going to happen, though? There's not going to be a single person who's going to be like, 2021, this is going to be my year, because we all said that for 2020, and damn, were we wrong. Every one of us.
I said that for the last 30 years regardless, so it doesn't make it's always been my year, man. It's always been my year.
By the way, prepare yourself now for midnight on New Year's Eve, December 30th turning December 31st, when you're going to see far too many memes of 2020, 24 hours to go. It's coming.
You're fired. You're fired.
No, I've already seen that meme, and it's fucking November. So I'm telling you, it's coming. I'm doing a public service announcement.
Fair enough. Well, gentlemen, I've already let the cat out of the bag on what I'm drinking. I'm going to let this warm up because it's intense, FYI. Adam, you got some beer mail. What do you got?
Yeah, a little microphone Slim Hazy. Of course, they like to do musically themed things, and saw this. It's a double dry hop pale ale.
Dig it.
Really tasty.
What you got?
By the way, first, it's intense, FYI. Great barrel-aged stout beer name. Tombstone double IPA.
Very nice. Well, we've got a few friends joining us, but first and foremost, a thank you goes out to all of you, our fans, and also our guests we've had on the show for supporting the show and helping us turn this total accident into something that we continue to do every week and enjoy doing with you guys. It's been a lot of fun. And it's crazy to think that this is episode 82.
But who's counting?
I and I'm probably off by a couple of episodes.
We call those the lost episodes, Yusuf. They will end up on the DVD set with the director's cut editions and the commentary and all that.
If we can release a DVD set, that'd be great. Can it be a bootleg DVD? And can we make sure someone's selling it out of the trunk of their car and a cooler bag next to it, and they'll take beer in exchange for DVD copies?
I mean,
how else do you sell DVDs?
In that story, that's PJ selling those out of the trunk of his car.
Probably. That's why I've kidnapped PJ, and he is currently in my office burning DVDs right now. You hear him? He's asking for help.
Well, one of our guests we're going to bring on later, one of our friends of the show, can definitely help us talk about burning DVDs. There's actually a backstory, and I know he's watching right now, and I'm looking forward to getting into that conversation, because I think the statute of limitations is probably passed for us. So,
if it's anything to do with like copyright infringement, I don't think there's a statute of limitations the RIAA has, or the Motion Picture Association of America doesn't exist.
Really?
Did you bootleg Fifth Element? Because they're still going to get your ass for it.
I don't think we did that one.
Okay.
He pleads the Fifth Element.
It's Friendsgiving. Friendsgiving.
By the way, if copyright infringement is the problem, I'm not sure my shirt is entirely.
Hold on, is that a sloth on the Nike logo? But it does say Pura Vida, and it's from Costa Rica, so that's fine. You know what? That works. It totally fits.
Welcome to this episode of the Copyright Infringement Edition of the Social Business Rican Club. We're going to get ourselves arrested. It'll be great. We're actually going to go to YouTube first because out of habit.
Probably. It'll be the first one. It'll absolutely be the first one. Well, we do have a couple people joining us. We've got friends of the show. We've got guests. And PJ's going to join us in a bit, but since he's locked in the secret DVD burning room, he says anytime you have to ask about the statute of limitations, you probably have larger things to be concerned with. True.
No, because I think if you had those things to be concerned with, you'd know the answer. You'd already know, right?
I was going to say PJ is aware that if they're 18 now, it doesn't matter.
Brett, I'm assuming this is not your first beer of the night.
Maybe. Culture is gone.
There's nothing wrong with that. This is, after all, like I said earlier, known as one of the biggest drinking days, if not the biggest drinking day of the year in the U.S. And most people start a little early.
I waited for this show. Like, I plan on drinking tonight, don't get me wrong. But I'm like, I'm going to wait for the first one and start getting drunk during our show so people can see it happen in real time. I figured it would be more fun.
Well, why don't we start with our first guest and a big friend of ours who helped us make a delicious triple IPA from Tombstone Brewing Company. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Weedy Weidenthal.
What's up?
What's up, man?
How's it going?
Good. How are you? Cheers.
Good. Yeah, cheers.
Yeah.
Thanks for taking a moment on this Thanksgiving Eve to join us for a toast. And we wanted to extend a thank you to you for not only being part of the show and helping support the show, but also allowing us to be a part of what you guys do and letting us drink your beer.
Well, we're thankful to be on the show every time we get the opportunity. It's like a whole round of thanks going on right now.
It's a whole bunch of it. We're just going to run them around. Just, what are you thinking? What are you drinking? It's what are you thinking? That's it.
I'm thinking to show you drink this stuff. Like, it's really good.
All right, we were talking about what do you call Thanksgiving Eve, right? Because most of the time, I end up in a shitty dive bar a lot of times on the day before Thanksgiving, running into old friends from high school or college that are back in town visiting family and stuff like that. And it gets a little messy. You know, for it.
Yeah, so for me, the day before Thanksgiving is just a normal work day.
Dang.
Normal work.
So, like, obviously in Tombstone, I'm not running into high school classmates. But at my last brewery, that was a common thing. I remember, like, the quarterback from the high school football team came in, and I was like, man, this guy's a fucking loser. So for the most part, like, Thanksgiving Eve is like a great day for vengeance when you're a brewer and your high school classmates come into your brewery.
Is that the Schadenfreude we're all looking for when we go to Thanksgiving Eve, or that we expect when we go to like a high school reunion? Is you're like, you suck. You have tattoos up your eyeballs, and you spent 6 years in jail.
Hey, Weedy. Next year for a seasonal thing, can you now release one the day before Thanksgiving called A Great Day for Vengeance?
I like it.
That's gonna be like the booziest stout possible, I feel like.
Yeah, when I was in high school, I was like a complete band geek and like did nothing besides play my trumpet. And then we had our 10th reunion last year for high school, and I missed it. I wanted to go so bad because I just wanted to show everybody how great my life was now.
But you're wow, okay, because I remember my 10-year reunion. It was a while ago. So
I'm
thanks for
surprised you remember it.
appreciate you. But yeah, that's Thanksgiving for you. Have you had a chance to even relax though? I forget the last time we had on was when you guys opened up Tombstone North. I think, like, how's it been for the last month and a half or so since then, with going back and forth and everything?
It's been cool. It's hard. I don't know. Like, I feel like if I talk about it, it sounds like I'm complaining. It's a lot of work.
Don't complain. It's okay.
Yeah, it's definitely
Today's
not complaining. It's just like I go ruined.
Oh.
Did we use the lesson
Like
the
our
last
normal
bandwidth?
Saturday. Thanks.
That was it. That was the end of Weedy's internet.
Oh, we should have told you, don't use Adam Ledford's internet to do the show.
Wait, he's back. You're here. You're good.
All right, am I back?
Yes.
I got off the Wi-Fi.
Beer name?
Got off the Wi-Fi. Great beer name. we can at the very least hear you, Weedy.
And you don't look that ridiculous in the picture, the still shot, so you're good.
Am I back now?
Minus your video, yes. You are a still image, but it's okay. We can hear you, and you're smiling in the picture, so I'll take it.
Yeah. So I got off the Wi-Fi because I figured my data plan would be faster than the Wi-Fi. Yeah. So right now it's just like a bunch of work because right when I finish the production schedule in Tombstone and like get into the part where it's just like monitoring fermentation in Tombstone, it's time to go up to Phoenix and start brewing up there. And then it's been a matter of learning a whole new brew house that's it's really well designed for like brewing high quality beer, and it's really well designed for like keeping everything super clean, but it's not well designed for working at the speed that I'm used to. It's a lot slower up there. So like instead of a normal brew day being like 10 hours, I'm looking at like 14 hours. So but what's really cool is Robbie started on Monday, and so I'll be going up there on Saturday to brew with him and Scott, and now it'll just be a matter of just watching the other guys work.
That's the dream right there, right? Just watch other people do the work for you.
I'm gonna look really busy. I'm gonna really Costanza it.
To be fair, wasn't that basically Yusuf's strategy on canning day when we did I'm asking you nicely?
Hold on a second. We're supposed to be thankful and kind to each other on this episode. Like, I don't need the proverbial bus thrown on top of me, okay? It's unnecessary. It's totally.
Yeah, when we were milling, Yusuf like picked up a grain bag and like started like wiping his forehead, like, "Oh man, that was a lot of work." He picked the same bag up, set it back down, picked it up again.
I thought I was just getting a workout in. I didn't know. A couple heavy lifts. Well, Weedy, before we go back to, I know you've got some friends in town and family, and I'm sure you're probably doing some cooking. Tell us what you're having for Thanksgiving. What you've got. What's the Weedy household specialty?
So I'm trying to combine. Normally, my mom is the one that makes dinner, and normally I do the alternate Thanksgiving. So on Friday, I'll do like a second type of Thanksgiving dinner, but cook everything a different way. But this year, since it's just me, my wife, my brother-in-law, my sister-in-law, I'm trying to combine like the two families' Thanksgivings into one. So my family tradition is basically you always have two turkeys. So we've got a 26-pounder and a 15-pounder. One of them's going to go on the grill. One of them's going to go in the fryer. And we've got 3 people to eat that 40 pounds of meat. So that's going to be pretty great.
Great.
We're going to have mashed taters. We're going to have gravy. And then my wife's family, they always have like this cheddar broccoli rice casserole dish. So I'm going to give that a shot.
And I assume you butchered the turkeys yourself, right?
Oh man, I wish I did. I actually was going to just do quails this year, but I kind of ran out of time on getting them butchered in time.
I thought you were going to say out of time and ammo.
No, I'm raising quails. I think I've got 30 of them left. So.
And I was waiting for him to say he was growing his own ammo out back. So I've got an ammo tree, and it's fruitful.
You guys know me well.
Indeed. Well, cheers, my friend. We didn't get to know what you were drinking, so tell us on the way out what you're having. If we have a toast thanking you.
I'm actually having a last word cocktail.
Hell yeah. Well, I commend you for going with a delicious last word cocktail.
Cheers, guys. Thanks for having me on.
Cheers, man.
Thank you. Have a good Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving. A last word sounds so good right now. And Dreamy Eyes Bobby may or may not sneak in to share a cocktail with us at some point here. We'll see. But that was fun. So it's good to see him not working, even though he called Thanksgiving Eve work.
I like that. We're like, what do you call this night? He's like, a work night.
Oh, that's a strong flex from the guy who Matt said Weedy likes this job because he works 8 days a month, but he just does long days for 8 days a month.
Oh, he's basically like a doctor or a nurse, right? Same type of shit. So
I see another one of our friends here has joined us. Mr. James Callahan from Rude Wines has made a moment for us. I've seen him, he's setting up his camera. I'm going to wait till he's got it all set and ready to go. But
I thought we were going Blair Witch Project cam.
Blair Witch Project cam. Oh no, James, you're using the same internet Weedy is.
Are they all at Ledford's house tonight?
Everyone's at Ledford's house. That's what it is. I see you, James. I'm bringing you in right now.
Oh, man.
Buddy.
What's up?
What's going on?
Ooh.
Making dinner. So, yeah, I just have my iPad right now, so I'm not settled in. So
All good. Well, thanks for joining us. We're just extending thanks to as many of the people who've joined us on the show and thanking our audience as well. But glad you could make some time for us. And cheers to you.
We're also taking our viewers for a ride here. It's like a roller coaster. This is great.
It is a fun roller coaster. What are you drinking, James? If you tell me it's your wine, I won't be surprised. Tell me which wine.
I guess one of the problems with the iPad is you don't want to be looking up at the lights the whole time, I'm sure. So tonight we have, this is from my buddy Mark Phillips, the Golden Rule Cabernet Franc.
Very nice.
2018. It's good. It's been a good day in the tasting room. Good week of work. So we're just celebrating over here.
Good.
I have some harissa. You'd appreciate this, Yusuf. Some harissa in my sauteed peppers here. Little harissa.
Oh yeah. What are you making?
I can't hold my thing right.
That's a personal problem.
Bad beer name. Terrible beer name. Nobody should do that.
It's like a real personal problem.
That's the microwave handle holding the iPad now. It's a little better. So
That is ingenuity at its finest.
It's gonna be great when the iPad falls into the pan.
But the natural sound of the sizzle, it'll be like ASMR on our show. Just
if only you could smell through here, it'd be amazing.
we're working on smell-o-vision. I haven't figured out if
Stream card.
They made these little broccolis that are like covered in with a lemon yogurt and honey sauce, which are pretty good. We're just gonna go with we have couscous. So.
You are. Why are you having a more like Middle Eastern Thanksgiving than I'm having?
I was just craving it, man. I had shitty fried food for lunch, and the last few days have been like just pizza and like garbage food. So I was like, I need to have something good. And tomorrow's gonna be great too, right? So
I was gonna say this is just tonight's food. What are you having tomorrow then?
I don't know. I'm making a pie. I'm making a sweet potato pie, but Anna's parents and we roast a turkey. And the turkey is going to be amazing.
I like him flying off screen. And also, like you just hear pots and pans banging all over. Like what just happened?
I'm waiting to see Anna walk by, notice she's on camera, and then stop and turn around.
She's on the couch right now. She might come over and say hi.
Hi, Anna.
Oh, say it louder. Hi, Anna. Hello.
There it is.
She says hi.
We heard her. That time, yelling from wherever you've trapped her for now.
She was working on some writing, some like a novel that she's writing. So I don't want to disturb her too much.
James, I got to ask you the same question I asked Weedy earlier, but we were asking everyone else. What do you call Thanksgiving Eve, since it is known as one of the biggest drinking days of the year?
I call it Wednesday night.
Great. I googled the night before Thanksgiving, and like Wikipedia has a whole entry on this and different colloquialisms for this day. So
I don't know, man. Like me, I've never drank that much on the night before Thanksgiving. I just feel like it's time for like just before you go to the family, right? So it's like your last moment of solace until you're with the family, which is fine, but it's just it's nice to have a little like personal Thanksgiving too.
Kind of like the calm before the storm, if you will.
Calm before the storm, and then there's always an after the party, after the storm. So, but yeah, it's kind of cool to start early, the night before. Not just to get drunk, but just drink some wine and cook some food and have fun.
Well, another great way to be thankful for you guys, but for everyone locally, since we love to support local, is probably remind everyone watching that you can buy James's wine too. There's a way to do that, and I'll let you plug so that they can be extra thankful on Black Friday, because I'm sure you'll have at least something on sale.
We just released a new holiday pack, which came out today. It's online, so it's we have an Amphora Rosé. And we have a Grenache Blanc and our House Mountain Wild Syrah, which was the best Syrah in the competition recently. So we're just having a little fun with it. And those are wines you can't get the taste from, except for the Grenache Blanc.
And they can buy them online.
Yep.
Well, lucky for me, I was quick enough to be able to see this. So I'm going to pull it up real quick before we let you get back to cooking so we can show everybody.
Right here. It's all good.
Here you go, guys. Check it out. You can go to ruinwines.com and get the limited edition holiday pack. But look, it's $17 off.
It looks nice. It's a good website.
Well, there you go. You get a Rosé, Grenache Blanc, a House Mountain Syrah, and you get to support local. And as always, I'm always thankful for all of the local Arizona wines. But I'm gonna have to get my hands on one of these holiday packs, James. I'll call you.
Yeah, do, man. You will enjoy it.
And I owe you a visit in cold weather down there, so we can actually have a reason to start that fire early.
We've been starting the fire the last few nights. It's been like cool enough at night to have a fire, but not cold. So it's been beautiful actually down here. The weather's been like low of 50, highest 80 at the highest, but mostly mid 70s. It's been great.
Sweet. I'm seeing some funny comments I'm going to pull up here in a second. James, I'll let you get back to cooking. Thank you so much, man. Happy Thanksgiving. Cheers to you.
Cheers,
we'll raise a glass.
Sorry.
As always.
Cheers, man.
Have a good night.
Salud. Take care.
Thanksgiving, man.
Ooh. I'm still drinking this Bourbon County, and now I've got a wine craving. This is not good. So no.
I feel like we're doing like a best of episode too, with some of our favorite guests that we've had for the duration of our show. And that's what people do during like the radio stations and stuff during the holidays. Oftentimes just like just do recordings and take bits and pieces of all their different shows. Like, we're just going to replay this stuff because we don't want to be doing this live. So we're actually doing this live, by the way, because we care about all of you.
Hold on. I think, okay, there we go. I was like, I can't tell if James was trying to like wave us down or if he was leaving. I do see, I think I see Justin. Adam, do you see Justin?
Yeah.
Swapping windows here. Should we bring him on in?
Yeah, let's do it.
Justin.
What up, boys?
What's going on? Thanks for joining us.
Justin, look at my nice glassware.
Oh, that's a cool glass. It matches my shirt.
Nice flex, Brett, and nice salesing, Justin. That's good.
How you guys doing?
Is that doing really well? I just saw who joined the green room, and he came in under the name D Money. D Money, since I don't want to say it out loud yet, hang tight for a couple minutes so we can come to you in 1 second. But this is going to be fantastic.
You can go to him. Go to him if it's better. It's gonna be funnier.
He jumped out.
No.
No.
He left.
Oh man.
We're stuck with J Money now.
D Money got withdrawn.
Now he's back. Screw it. We'll have them both on. Let's just bring him in. It'll be a blast. There's Drew. D Money, Drew.
Oh, hi.
So, somehow D Money with that mustache just like really amplifies both the name and the mustache.
You guys are breaking up. My thing sucks. Let me dial back in.
Okay. I like that we use dial back in as a term for this now.
We're on Prodigy and AOL.
Yes, exactly.
What I like about D Money, like, and I'm hopeful when we get him back, is that I like to think in my mind, I know this isn't Zoom, but that was his Zoom name. He just never changed it before he logged on. Like those people who like you do like your Zoom background or your Zoom login name, and you're like, oh crap, I'm at work now. I have to change this. That's what I was hoping for. Oh, in and out.
Or like somebody's like Gmail account that has an embarrassing music reference in it.
Exactly.
At least it wasn't like lowercase x, uppercase X, D Money, XX.
69.
Yeah.
He's coming in with D Money 69, 69, 420, sex god, exclamation point.
Well, let's finish chatting with Justin, guys, and then we'll just, when Drew gets in, we'll chat with him too.
That makes it sound like we're like looking forward to getting rid of Justin, but we're not. Like, we're happy to have you. Obviously, you've been a great friend of this show. We love having you on and all this stuff Casual Pine Central Phoenix is doing. I know you guys are closed tomorrow, right, for the holiday?
Yep.
But you're open on Friday. Anything special going on? And everything.
Well, of course, you got Yusuf. You're drinking the Bourbon County. I didn't catch it. What year are you drinking?
15.
15?
Yep. 15.
Right.
The other 15 variants are sitting in the fridge.
We will have that on tap.
15?
Yes.
Oh, snap.
Yes. It might be on tap right now.
What a segue preview we just did. We're going to act like we planned that.
Yeah, that was not planned, but it will be on tap on Friday.
Hey, Yusuf, he took your Bourbon County 2015 flex and then just smashed it with his own flex on the table. It's just
he was the guy at the gym who spotted me with one finger on the bench press. He was like, that's a nice 2015 Bourbon County you got there. I'm okay.
Yeah. Justin is the guy at the gym that says, yeah, you can bench with 2 plates. Doesn't mean you have 2 10s on each side, Yusuf.
That's awesome.
So that Bourbon County 2015, I think, are you guys, because Bourbon County, obviously, that's a big Black Friday release out here. That's been tradition. So that makes sense. Like, what else you got going?
Just a couple bottles. A lot of it didn't make it from Goose Island this year because we didn't have spring training. So the Chicago stadiums usually get those allocations up from Hensley. We didn't have spring training, so not a lot of Bourbon County made it to town this year. I know in past it's been a little too much. This year is going to be just the opposite, I think. I think it's actually going to be something that actually does not just sit on a shelf for a while. So we'll have this year's very limited amount of this year's and the special number 4 variant.
Yeah, I want to know more about so many weird variants.
Yeah, the what is it, the T1? I don't know about that one. We'll see. But the caramel one, that one sounds awesome.
That's the one I saw. I think a new place called the Hudson has it right now in Tempe. So that only on premise, but I'm looking forward to getting that one because the caramella, I think is what they called it, sounds really good.
Yeah, that sounds great. Yeah, the special number 4 is it's coffee and maple, so that one sounds really good too.
Hey, Justin, I saw it on your Instagram story too for people that are watching. You guys are doing a special for people that are getting growler fills with, was it $1 pints I saw?
Yeah. While you wait for that thing to be filled, you can get a $1 pint, $1 pour.
Can't beat that.
Nothing wrong with that.
You got about two more hours of that special left.
Wow.
Justin, did we ask you what you're drinking tonight?
Oh, yeah. The medium-sized horse, oddly enough, if Drew's still around.
Segue.
Yeah, it's all coincidence.
Well, Justin, before you leave us, let us know what are you making? What is the Justin Curtis household specialty for Thanksgiving?
I don't make shit, man. I don't make anything. My beautiful wife makes everything, and this year it's just my wife, me, my mom, and my mom's boyfriend. We're just gonna go up to Desert Ridge, have a nice little small family meal. I think we have like 9 dishes for the 4 of us. But our thing is very Midwestern. Cheesy potatoes is our thing. Cheesy potatoes.
You can't beat cheesy potatoes.
No, they're killer. We'll have, I think, 3 different types of potatoes. So that's what it's all about right there.
I dig it. Well, send us some pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always look forward to other people's food photos. I'm not that guy who posts my own food photos.
No, don't be that guy ever.
No, but Yusuf is the guy that puts his foot in the circle with all his friends and takes a picture of their adorable shoes.
What about his hands?
I think I did that once at a Modest Mouse concert in 2006. So yeah, so that actually happened. Justin, cheers, man. Thanks for joining us. Appreciate it. Thanksgiving.
Cheers, guys. Happy Thanksgiving.
Hey, you too.
You too, man.
Appreciate you. All right. It's D-Money. It's D-Money time.
Let's get on the D-Train.
D-Train. What's going on?
When did this happen?
This is November. What are you talking about?
I mean, it's just
It's a brewery thing, and nobody can show it off because we're all wearing masks, and we're gonna have a grand reveal in a few days. See who's winning the mustache competition.
Ooh, so is this sort of like a sneak preview then? Are we spoiling this for people?
Yeah, I mean, obviously I'm out in the lead right now, but Preston even shaved down to like his baby face, and he's grown out a mustache, so people are taking it seriously.
Guys, next time we need to do the thing that the news does when they have like someone who's trying to remain anonymous and just like shadow him out and maybe mess with him a little bit. So
you should have done that.
We know that's good.
Just the outline. PJ says this dash is very Bee Gees.
Good. Yeah. No, I appreciate it. I think people at my work like it a lot. So it's much more mature. I'm going for like a Burt Reynolds sort of vibe.
I say this, and only I can say this because I promise I'm way more tan in person, guys. But I'm sure there are a lot of Indian dudes who have the same mustache that are like, "Buddy, why look for me? Why this is what I come to work with." So, that's a traditional mustache. It's all good.
I mean, you're going for Burt Reynolds. You may have ended up at Ned Flanders, but it looks good.
I can totally see that.
But in classic Ned Flanders, if you're talking with him, you're over at his place, he is obliged to offer you a beer.
True.
You have a beer. What's in your glass there, Drew?
That's true. I also snap, kind of like Ned Flanders, how he goes like, it's all crazy. I got, classic German Weizenbach. Good stuff.
Nice.
Getting a little toasty.
Any secret surprises that are not going to be secret once you mention them on the show for after Thanksgiving?
You said this is a news breaking show. This is a having fun hanging out show.
I'm just asking. We are just having fun. It's always good.
I think we're gonna do an on location one of these dealies.
Ooh,
in like a week.
Nice.
It's gonna be a surprise. You guys are gonna be on site in like a week.
I was gonna say, I know that. Is this
mystery location? It's like The Bachelor. It's like, where are we going? Norway.
That'll be cool.
Adam seems so surprised that he's slightly suspicious you're just luring him to a random warehouse in the middle of it.
So it's on Grand Avenue. No, just kidding.
Wait, when did you get a white windowless van?
What?
It's got a window on the front. It's not windowless.
It used to say Red House on the side. I thought, is this a different van? Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know if you've noticed, but our facilities and our operations kind of getting a little dingy. Our van is destroyed. Somebody crashed into our sign. Somebody graffitied our window. I mean, it's tough times.
2020.
One of the guys driving the van has a creepy mustache too. It just gives a weird vibe.
Right. Personal service.
Well, Drew, before we let you go, can you tell us since everybody else has had a different thing cooking or not cooking at home, what is the pool household specialty for Thanksgiving?
I'm doing a turkey breast this year, like a bacon wrapped turkey breast stuffed with an herb butter. So get a little fancy.
Sweet. Well, cheers to you, my friend. Thank you guys for being a part of our show in the past, allowing us to be a part of some of your releases, Ren Week, and of course, your gold medal win this year.
Yeah, look.
Yes, you have it. Let's take a look at it. There it is.
Flex on us. There it is.
Yeah.
Gold, silver.
All the medals.
They're all
Very nice.
You should really just wear those when you're walking around town.
I should. People don't even know what they are. So.
No.
Yeah.
You'll know. And that's
Well,
Well, cheers to you, Drew. Thank you so much. Happy Thanksgiving to you and everyone and to your family as well. Take care.
Adios.
Good night.
We have something people haven't seen in a while, and I believe one of Brett's favorite eyes to see is on the screen. Right there, it is.
Only the right eye, though. Brett doesn't like the left eye.
No.
Lisa Left Eye Lopez and Bobby Right Eye Kramer.
That's right. What's up, guys?
How are you, man? I know you're at work, so thank you for taking a moment to join us for Friendsgiving.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I want to stop in. I gotta be quick because obviously biggest drinking day of the year, but just want to come in and say.
Wait, you can answer the question because you know the answer to this question.
Yes. Go on.
Right there. What do you call Thanksgiving Eve if it's the biggest drinking day of the year?
What he's trying to say is, what do you call tonight?
No idea.
I give up.
He doesn't remember.
I give up.
Hey, Yusuf, we could
maybe call it something Giving Eve. I don't know.
Sure. That works.
Hey, no, Yusuf, I think somebody should do a new version of The Hangover, but it's a more family-oriented one called The Nightmare Before Thanksgiving. And it's just a bunch of guys getting shit hammered and trying to make it home for Thanksgiving.
That's fair. I like that idea. Bobby, I assume you're at the Brickyard right now.
I am at the Brickyard. Yeah,
Well, I may or may not see you after the show.
I'll be here all night. Yeah, I extended the hours, so we'll probably be here going strong till like midnight, maybe 1 a.m. So if you want to come by, I'll obviously sit down with you and take care of you.
Appreciate you, man, and appreciate everything you've done for us on the show and all the stuff we collaborated on. Obviously, with you being on our fans on the show early on know that Bobby was a huge part of making some of these things happen. Great chef episodes, beat the boredom, having those chefs on, cocktails getting made live on the show, all of that. So thank you so much.
Of course, guys. Thanks for having me. Great to see you guys.
Cheers, my friend. Happy
Cheers.
Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
I had to read beer, guys. I'm sorry.
Well, you had to re-beer. So now's the time to slowly bring the show to a close, but also thank some of our closer friends and fans.
Well, we mentioned, Yusuf, how like the Wednesday before Thanksgiving was always that you'd go home and run into your old high school friends and people at the bar. Like that's what this Wednesday is. So it just makes sense for us to have at least one of my old high school friends and also one of my best friends as an adult now, Mr. Ken Beaver, who I was about to bring on like dramatically, and then it looked like he was talking to someone, so that got put on pause. Oh, now he's looking cool.
How might I make the show?
Hey, Ken.
Hey, Ken, I'm going to step away so I can grab a glass and one of my friends can join me as well. I'll be right back.
Hey, Ken. Way to make an entrance while talking to your family and like not sure if you're on camera, on mute or not. It really makes the family vibe for this Thanksgiving show come together nicely.
That's what I do. I try to match the vibe of the room, right?
Ken, about half an hour ago, you said you were drinking a Pueblo Vita 6th anniversary double IPA. Still working on that?
Right. There it is. It's good stuff. It's awesome. It's got a cool flavor to it. I like it. Yeah, I went to their 5th year last year, and they actually, for their 5th year, they brewed all the original 1 through 5. So if you went there, you could essentially have a tasting of their 1st to 5th anniversary, and you got this glass. You got the special thing they were doing.
Peeky out.
Yeah. Well, classy, Adam. Oh, hey, so when Weedy was on, he mentioned how he was the new brewery, the Tombstone North, and that he was using a new like setup for brewing beer. Me and my wife Michelle were at Catalina Brewing Company in North Tucson, and I was talking to the assistant brewer, and he told me that he actually has Tombstone's old equipment before they upgraded at their site, and they were using that there because we were talking about good beer, and I'm like, oh, good beer. Let's talk about Tombstone, right?
I know Tombstone.
Right? See, so as I was talking, we're using that. I'm like, oh, I was just at a place that was using their old stuff, and I've been to a couple breweries in town that like they like when they sell their old stuff, they sell it to like a smaller brewery who's beginning, and then they get new stuff. It's cool how that community works. I like it.
It's like the circle of life when it comes to beer.
It is for sure.
But so yeah, obviously Ken's in Tucson. I assume you're still in Tucson.
Yep.
That looks kind of like your house as I remember it.
Yep.
What do you call tonight? Like the Wednesday before Thanksgiving?
I mean, now that I have kids and all that, it's usually we're hanging out, but we're actually hosting tomorrow. So usually we go to my either in-laws or my parents' house, but this year we're doing it, and when Michelle and I do it, we like to deep fry a turkey. We're probably deep frying a turkey tomorrow. The key is I inject it with Frank's Red Hot all over.
Oh, that's the secret right there for sure.
So good. It's so good.
The Friendsgiving last year at my house was thank you for the laugh there. Sorry. Was I think about the entire Arizona Wilderness staff and and me and you and a few other people. John Castworks was here. Brett Berry made an appearance, played 5 of the 6 strings on my guitar because I was missing one. But we did deep fried 2 turkeys and threw 1 in the oven. It was, I think if I had injected some Frank's Red Hot in there, that would have changed one of those turkeys for the better.
Yeah, you essentially make a wing sauce. It's like butter and Frank's Red Hot, so you still get like the moisture of the butter, but the Frank's Red Hot. So when you rip it open, you have like this like vein of red. It's so good. It's the best. I love it.
Now Ken's on Ledford's internet too.
It happens. Well, it's the day before Thanksgiving. Everyone's on the internet.
The internet itself is drunk.
Yes.
I saw Ledford like a week and a half ago. I went to pick up my friend Wally. It was good.
And though Ledford couldn't be here, we're thankful to him too.
Of course. Not for nothing, my second beer is Beastmaster with Ugandan vanilla beans.
Jesus. I mean, everyone's getting real hyped tonight. How's that 15 Bourbon County there, PJ? I poured on the other half of the bottle.
That is dark and thick. It's good stuff.
How dare you call me? Oh, I'm sorry, your drink.
Yeah, you can drink.
This wasn't a flex. This is a 2020 version of it, I assume, which means it's probably shitty.
It's gotta be delicious.
It's got Ugandan in it.
It's funny. So the guy Casual Pint mentioned that 2015 keg of Bourbon County. I've seen 2 posts of places in Phoenix and Arizona that were not Casual Pint or in Tucson that also had older kegs of Bourbon County. One place in Phoenix, or I want to say North Phoenix, was doing a 2014 version of the Bourbon County they had a keg of. Thought it was interesting.
I found it interesting because it's like, obviously, we all know Bourbon County.
Yeah.
It's a good beer, but it was pretty easy to get, especially just the regular Bourbon County, not necessarily the variants. Even in Arizona, the last however many years, and now because of spring training, I guess the allotment wasn't as strong out here, so it's just like, oh, it's going to be kind of rarer, like back to where it used to be maybe 4 or 5 years ago, where I mean, it's a good beer. And I guess 5 years ago, Yusuf, is it still a good beer?
Yeah, no, it's still good beer. Just speaking of rare, I still have that BCBS rare as well, and I think about that time too. Maybe not tonight. I'll wait for you guys. I'll think about it.
Hey, can I ask you guys a question? Because I don't know the answer. Do these places at like Casual Pint, is he holding on to a keg for that long, or does Bourbon County hold on to them and then like sell them as like special one-offs?
If I'm not mistaken, the way that it has been explained to me in the past is that your distributors are actually holding on to them, but they're being asked to do so from their distributors themselves. So like Hensley has Bourbon County pony kegs. They might not be full kegs. They might be quarters.
Yeah.
But they have them and they're saving them for, following year after year, they have some there.
So you're saying Hensley just has a warehouse full of a bunch of super good old beer just sitting there aging?
I have it on good authority that was true at some point.
I have ski mask and access to a truck.
And Drew's got a white van that no longer says Red House on it. I mean, infamous D Money, right, who is not Drew.
Guys, like I watched Fast and the Furious. If we need to like rob a truck or something that's driving down the highway, I think we can figure this out. We just need to get a couple of small cars with spoilers and bright colors. They'll be totally not noticeable or won't stand out in any way, and then do the driving thing.
Now, see, Adam, I think you're thinking of the wrong movie warehouse. It's really more in a gigantic warehouse where things are being researched by top men with the Ark of the Covenant. It's just buried in there.
Yeah. Was I the only one thinking of the Italian Job?
Yes,
I was. I did.
Thank you, Ken.
No,
Baby.
Wait, no, with the safe and that's crazy to me. With the Mini Coopers.
You gotta have the Mini Coopers. We didn't get a chance to ask PJ what he normally had for Thanksgiving. I don't know what you said. You've got plans tomorrow, right?
Yes.
You've got family that lives here.
I do have family that lives here. Though this is the first time in most of my life that I haven't been home and cooking with my mom and my sister. So
your family here actually might not want to see you tomorrow.
They may not. No, I mean they don't have a choice. But yeah, I'm showing up. I know where they live, so they're kind of hosed.
Done. Are you making anything to bring over?
I made a Dutch apple pie to take over. So I did get to cook something.
I didn't make anything, but that's actually for the best.
I might make a pie tomorrow. We'll see. I'm debating it. I don't know. Maybe a sweet potato pie. Maybe an apple pie. I still have that wonderful video that you guys can all go back and watch of Tamara Stanger teaching us how to make a phenomenal apple pie.
I did not use cameras, but
And we can go back and watch that time that Adam Green made a grilled cheese sandwich.
This really is turning into the SDDC montage show.
No.
Or at least references without the references.
The callback / montage show.
Oh man. Well, thank you guys so much. Thank you, Ken. Thank you, PJ. You guys all being phenomenal friends of ours and fans of the show and supporters. Adam Green, thank you very much. Brett Berry, thank you very much. You know, I love you guys so much, and I'm sorry Adam Ledford couldn't be here to join us, so I could share that love with you guys. This has been a blast, and here we are. It's Thanksgiving, and let's kick off Thanksgiving Eve or Dranksgiving.
The buzz before the storm.
The buzz before the storm.
Ooh, I like that. And also, everyone out there, we know, like, be safe. Like, this sucks, you know, in Arizona. It's obviously not going any better than any other place in the country. And wherever you're at, wherever you're watching from, just be safe. We love all of you guys. We want everyone to be able to keep watching us and keep drinking all the good beer that's out there. So enjoy the holiday, but let's all do it smartly, you know, too, so we can enjoy more holidays to come.
So say we all.
So say we all.
Salute.
Watch it.
Cheers to you guys. We'll see you again on Sunday because I hear there's foosball.
Thanksgiving night is the shit.
Gobble, gobble.